2021 was a record-breaking year for real estate market with historically low inventories, buyers battling it out for seemingly every home that was on the market, and interest rates being a buyer's only saving grace. But what can you expect from 2022? Stay tuned as I will tell you about what buyers and sellers can expect for this upcoming year here in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's do it. All that crazy talk at the beginning of 2021 of a market bubble did not come to fruition. And my guess is that you're going to see the same tactics used by experts to try to draw you in into clicking on their content, worrying about 2022. But I'm here to tell you right away, there are very few indications of any downturn in this real estate market here in Atlanta, Georgia. The only thing that is scaring everyone, including myself a little bit, is inflation. Inflation is going to be battling against everything we talk about here today. Because when you have inflation impacting everyone in every aspect of business and the financial world, we have a recipe for volatility. Let's talk about what is happening right now. Inventory is still low. We are now back below 1 month of inventory for all single-family homes in Metro Atlanta, as well as we're also below 1 month of inventory for townhomes and condos. Interest rates for the most part are still low, but the conforming 30-year rate is now at 3.5%. To sum it up, we still have lots of people trying to buy and not a lot of homes currently on the market to purchase. But does this mean we're going to see a repeat of 2021? Well, let's talk about two things that you can see right now that will be the biggest effect on the market here for 2022. First thing is COVID. Will we see new variants come out and how bad will they be? This is a big unknown and no one's going to be able to predict that. The other thing that we previously mentioned is inflation. Here's what I think is going to happen. We will see more battles for homes early on. With interest rates being pushed up day by day, home buyers are going to want to make that move as quickly as possible here at the beginning of 2022. Home buyers, I think, are going to have a hard time because of lack of inventory, and sellers will seemingly have it easy to start with. So what I think we're going to see is a slowdown in the number of buyers and buyers willing to overpay for a home. And then a month or two later, we're going to start to see housing prices that will start to react to this. The biggest driving force to this all will be the interest rates. The Mortgage Bankers Association forecasted that interest rates will be going into the 4% range this year and up to 4.5% over the next 2 years. I think that maybe we see, above 4 and 4.5 at the end of this year. I want to pause and say that those are still good interest rates. However, we've gotten so used to being at 3% or below for so long that I think the general population is forgetting the days that have much higher interest rates. I think we're going to see a slowdown in buying when we approach or hit that 4% rate. Not because that's a bad rate, but because the consumer is just not used to this rate. 4% is going to scare some buyers off for a little while. Now in Metro Atlanta, what will help this not be that big of a blow is the rental market prices are also skyrocketing. So it's not like people that aren't going to buy are going to go to rentals and that rentals are attractive, which is why I just think we'll just see a slowdown for a few months. In addition, another good thing we are seeing are more new home builds going up all around Atlanta. This will seemingly continue throughout the year, which will put more homes on the market and alleviate some of the inventory issues. Now, new home builds have their own unique challenges. I did a video series that you can find somewhere right about here, which will help you with navigating the waters of buying a new home that you may want to check out. Now let's put this all together. When we put this together, we'll see a slowdown from buyers throughout the year. This in turn will cause housing prices to not increase as much as we've seen over the previous 2 years. There still will be a steady amount of buyers out there, and homes will continue to appreciate throughout the year, just not as much as they have the past few years. All in all, there is some good news for both buyers and sellers. For sellers, if you sell now or wait until into this later this year or next year, we'll see a steady increase in value for your home, but not massive jumps compared to what we saw this past 2 years. For buyers, if you can find a house and buy now, you will save some money because of lower interest rates and the lower home prices. But if you decide to wait during the summer or later this year, you'll more than likely have a few more homes to choose from, but your interest rate's going to be higher. You will need to determine what is most important to you. Having more to choose from, or just going ahead and jumping into a house now with that lower interest rate. Overall, the Atlanta real estate market will keep going at a good pace and home values will continue to rise. But like I've always said, predicting the market is not always an exact science, and things happen all the time that can cause big changes, and predictions can go right out the window. So make sure you stay tuned to this channel as we throughout the year through 2022 will continue to give you updates about Atlanta and the Metro Atlanta market and where we see it heading. If you are looking to make that move to Atlanta, you may want to consider checking out one of these videos about living in Atlanta. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.